Hey, Composing Gloves here, and today we're going to be talking about, finally, note names. I'm going to use quarter notes for everything right now. I don't know, maybe I'm not going to. I don't know yet, but I'm going to try to. And we're going to start off with the treble clef, because the treble clef is my friend. So we hung out together for several years. I still play flute and clarinet from time to time. There was a time where I was actually majoring in clarinet, but let's talk about learning the note names. Now, these are things that if you don't know, you're going to get burned, man. Your feet are going to be on fire. It's not going to be good. You're going to get athlete's foot or something. But later on, we're going to be tossing around chords and building scales. And you have to be able to go, bang, that's a C. Bang, that's a B. Bang, that's a C sharp. Bang, that's a this. Like, just boom, look at it and know, at least within the staff. Now, you might get things up here, which I happen to know that that's an E in there, and I know that this is a D because I've played flute and most of their notes are above there. As a composer, you should be able to just go bang, 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 bang. And as you write out notes, you'll be doing this. You really should learn an instrument with this as well. And the great thing about the piano is piano uses everything. They have ridiculous ledger line notes. Flute does too. Like, holy crap, some of the stuff I had to play was like ridiculous looking. So once you get good at flute and like people don't die every time you play a note, that's the story of most woodwinds. Not clarinets or saxophones necessarily, because usually the person explodes before they get a sound out of their instrument if they're new. And strings, oh buddy, get a brand new string ensemble, everyone the first time with a violin, that's a good time. So we're going to go down to our friend G. So in the musical alphabet, there are, for reasons that I used to know, but at this time apparently have not been important enough for me to remember, we go from A to G. Because after that, the alphabet stops course. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And what you need to remember is that. Now, there are some tricks to remembering these things. I'm not a fan of any of those tricks. People remember these system things to get by in classes and cheat and do as little work as possible to get the grade and all that other junk. I'm for them at the beginning, a little. But if you really want to be proficient, this is worth memorizing. Like, it's worth your time to make some flashcards or find an app or something. One day I'll be making apps, and I have so many cool ideas for apps as far as a music producer goes, but I just don't know enough. So one day you'll be able to just go bang, 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 make those, are worth it, and you'll be able to look at this and be like, that's a G. Right now you should just know this is a G because that's where the treble clef is centered around. It's the G because it's the G clef. So we have G, and then if you go up, ignore these extra symbols. We're going to talk about those later. We're going to focus on what are called naturals, but we have G. This is an A. So if we move up, now, when we move up and down, we're moving up in what's called steps. So you see down here on the piano, this is in the corner. This is not going to work. Let me move it up here because I'm down here. I can't see myself while I'm recording down there, so I have to be conscious of this. So here we have a C. It's labeled for us. Oh my gosh. I didn't know it did that because I don't use music score that often. Turn off no input mode. Okay, so here we have a C. This is a G. So we're going to play G. This is this G. No, it's up one octave. That's the G we're at. So when we move up by steps, we're moving up by 2 keys. It's called a whole step. So we have 1, 2. This is an A. An A looks like that. So that's an A. So we're just moving up a line. So we're on a G, we're on a line. And we move up to a space, we're at an A. Move up again, we're at a... Oh, I guess let's go back to the G. Remember, the alphabet ends at G. So it's G, A, B, up another space. Ignore that. C, D, E, F, and that's G. This is F, G. And you keep going because remember, the alphabet ends at G. So we got to start over. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then it ends. Go again. Hey, how are you picking up a pattern? Works in reverse. So you can come down here to G. So that's our starting point. We go down G. So we go F, E, D, C. And now remember, after C, what is that? B, B. I should just look at the notes. Easier to think about it that way. A, because I have memorized. And then we have G. Alphabet ends at G. So we go back. But we were getting there backwards, so it's a little weird. So this would be an F. This is an F. So G, A, B. So anyways, you need to just write all these out and memorize them. So when you look at them, you're just like bang, 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 bang. That's what these things are. So that works for that one. Cool. So we have G, and you're going to go through and memorize all those. And this is the G on the piano. I recommend memorizing this. So we have C right here, and I just told you the formula to figure them all out. C, D, E, F, G. Alphabet ends at G. So we go back to A, B, C, D, E. And you'll notice that this C and this C are the same. I recommend, honestly, learning this point blank too. You'll notice whenever there's two black keys, there's a C right there. Just learn that. Okay, so we have this next one. This is the bass clef. The bass clef centers around F. And F, now we have G, A. Are you noticing thing? It's the same thing. So let me real quick tell you a couple other systems to memorize this. So one of the systems that's very popular is face. So here we have F. Then we have A, C, E. So this is F-A-C-E. It spells out face. It's all the spaces. And then you have, if you were to do the lines, you get E, G, B, D, and F for the treble clef. This is every good boy does fine. That's the lines. However, I think this is the worst way to learn. Like, I don't know why people advocate this. Like, bad method. Just memorize it. Just point blank. Know what that is. You're never going to go through in a setting where you're composing and want to spend all that time thinking every good boy does. And then it doesn't work for the ledger lines. Like, if you keep going, I mean, you could come up with more mnemonics. Maybe it does work. I never really paid attention. No, you get a C. No, it wouldn't work. So that's the one for the treble clef. Now on the F clef, so we know that these are all, we know, whoa. So we know that these are all, this is an F. And so there's ways to think of this one too. There's, like, for example, if we were to extrapolate this down, so we're at an F, we go down, so F, E, D, C, B, A, G. So we got G, and now what some people do is they go A, C, E, G. They're like, all cows eat grass. So they'll do that one. That's a popular one. The lines. Let me think about this one. G, B, D. Oh, I remember this one. The other one is like good burritos don't fall apart. I'm having one today. So good burritos don't fall apart. That's the note names. You're just gonna need to memorize these. It's a lot in one video. I know it is, but it's seriously like that important. Just memorize them. So you'll be able to find lots of other videos that explain these, and they probably have like little pop-ups on their videos and all that kind of thing. And also memorize them on the keyboard. Just get a keyboard that's got them written out, and then learn to not do it. I got my piano used, and they had like the names written on the keys. The first thing I did was I got rid of every single freaking one of those things. Those are like the worst ways to learn your instrument. Like total handicap, like not even committed. Like, what the heck, man? You're going to be horrible at your craft if you're going to take it that seriously. So, like, seriously, let's see some commitment and just memorize these. As you can see, I'm quite an advocate of just to memorize this jazz. So, don't take any easy ways out. That's how you get lost later on. If you don't put in the work now, you will not understand. Guarantee it. You will not get chord spelling or anything. It's totally based on your knowledge of these, especially when we get into intervals, which I believe is the next video. No, we're going to be talking about accidentals next. So yeah, subscribe and have a blessed day.